So today I am officially cleaning up the unit that we moved all of the staging furniture out of. And due to the fact that we have such a short turnover window, I decided to go ahead and just do the cleaning myself. This is probably one of the easier things to do when it comes to property management. Just a little time consuming, but you know, if you're not willing to grab a mop and a broom and some Lysol to clean up a unit, you're not meant to become a landlord. You got to get dirty. You got to get your hands dirty every so often. And once again, at the very least, you should be able to clean a unit out after somebody moves out, or in this scenario, we moved out all of our staging furniture. But it's also important to note, I think a lot of people don't get this statement until they get into a scenario where they have to process this, but what you own ultimately ends up owning you. And this is extremely important to be able to understand and process, because the things that you actually own require your time, your energy, your effort in order to keep that asset maintained. And when it comes to real estate, you hear me say this a lot, but this is not a passive hustle by any means. And you will have to show up, and you will have to execute on certain things like cleaning up a unit in order for you to be successful. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a world of hurt when it comes to the quality of service and product that you provide to your tenants. So speaking specifically on real estate, but that concept actually goes across the board. If you own, 10, 12 cars, you have to maintain all of those cars. It may be nice to have all of these different cars that you want and all of these different toys, but the fact of the matter is, all of those products, all of those, in this example, cars that you own, need maintenance. You got insurance on these vehicles. You have to drive them. Otherwise, you may run into other issues down the line, whether it be, the oil sitting too long, or your fluids in general sitting too long, your tires getting dry rotted, just a world of different things that you have to think about when you buy something. You really don't necessarily own it. It actually owns you. And so to the people that really understand that concept, you're the individuals that, in my opinion, will really take it to another level when it comes to growing out whatever you have your mindset on, and being successful at really getting to a point where you realize that more does not always mean best, right? Bigger does not always mean best. And so the more you own, the more you have to go through the process of catering to that and or those assets and those things that you actually own. And the result is it becomes a burden in some scenarios. It becomes a responsibility in certain scenarios. And back to real estate, this is no different. Really keep that in mind as you start to gain more doors, as you start to acquire more properties, as you start to profit and decide that you want to go buy different toys and different things to kind of keep you busy. But just be mindful that what you own ultimately ends up owning you. Think about it.